In 2006, High School Musical was aired on TV and became an unexpected overnight sensation.
If you're a tween or a parent of one, I'll only have to say 3 words: High School Musical. If you're not, let me explain. It's a mega-million-dollar Disney phenomenon, an all-singing, all-dancing, feel-good franchise about kids growing up and going through school.
This movie is one of the most successful original movies to air on a Disney Channel to date.
High School Musical is an incredible phenomenon. This thing is huge. It's making literally millions and millions of dollars for Disney.
It had all the basic ingredients a musical movie needed to succeed: an engaging cast, catchy songs, and a relatable theme. No wonder the soundtrack eventually went triple platinum. The movie's popularity transformed its cast members into international celebrities. The star of the show, Zac Efron, became Hollywood's new favorite leading man. I gotta get my head in the game. High School Musical 2 and 3 did not disappoint, as the latter had a theatrical release and made more than $250 million at the box office.
I've chosen basketball, but I've also chosen theater.
During his rapid rise to fame, Zac also hosted an episode of Saturday Night Live in 2009. While on the show, he performed in a skit that jokingly paid homage to the High School Musical movies.
No one sings at college.
What?
No. I was as shocked as you are.
It's impossible to look back on High School Musical with anything except absolute love and joy. Like I was with Kenny Ortega today and we were talking about this, man. It's like that's my formative years, and I mean it's everything to me. So I don't look back on it and with any sort of I don't know, like regret or anything like that. That's impossible. It's like that's who I was at that time, and I'm very proud of it.
By 2017, Zac Efron continued to star in top-notch movies, notably Baywatch.
I'm oceanic, mother.
Despite the star-studded cast, the movie was ripped apart by critics and audience on Rotten Tomatoes. But one thing that's undeniable about this movie is Zac Efron's physique. From his High School Musical days, Zac has always been a male celebrity who is known for his good looks.
Has Zac Efron ever been in a film where he didn't play a total douche? I've never seen one of his films. I'm just judging by his face.
But the comments this movie got showed how the world fell in love with his physique as well. Zac Efron's abs should have their own religion at this point. Just watch the Baywatch trailer and it's safe to say Zac Efron's abs are more structured than my life. I just want someone to love me the same way my mother loves Zac Efron's abs.
The one role that I had to change the most for was probably Baywatch. That movie, I adopted a really, really specific eating regimen.
In 2021, during an appearance on Facebook's Earth Day the Musical, Zac Efron was clearly looking very different.
A big budget Broadway musical spectacular? Bill, wow. I mean, I knew you were smart, but I think you're a genius.
As soon as this interview went viral, many people on the internet had a lot to say. I refuse to believe that this is Zac Efron's face now. Who did this? There's no way this is really Zac Efron. His face is huge now. I could see him being the Joker. I genuinely can't believe he did all that. He looked so amazing before. His new face looks like a cartoon. Men suffer from body dysmorphia and body shaming too. But I think it's not talked about in media enough. People have opinions. But someone who has been objectified for his good looks since a very young age will surely face this amount of backlash. And from my perspective, I would surely consider this as a plastic surgery gone bad, and certainly others will too. Zac revealed in a cover interview with Men's Health that he badly injured his jaw after slipping and smacking his chin against the granite corner of a fountain in his house.
Just type in Zac Efron's face before and after.
Why his face is messed up.
It is because of the jaw being rewired?
Like, he definitely took shit for his recent role. Like, there's no question about that. But it's like, this is beyond, dude. It's
so you think he got plastic surgery as well?
Oh, heavy duty.
Yeah? Like, what kind of stuff?
Look at that. Like, tell me that's from hitting your jaw on a fountain.
If he was going to get plastic surgery, he wouldn't get that. Come on.
You got a good job, man.
No, I'm kidding.
Oh my God. You're just stirring the pot.
No, it was funny. It sucked. I almost died.
My name is Dr. Steven Sear. I'm an orthopedic and cosmetic surgeon, and today we're going to talk about some of your favorite celebrities. Let's talk about Zac Efron. There's been a lot of opinions swirling around Zac Efron's jaw transformation. I've heard a lot of things from it's testosterone, bony changes resulting from that. It's a jaw injury, which is what his explanation is, and surgical intervention to address that. The third thing, which I think is more likely, is that it's probably an implant, a full jaw implant that goes from the chin all the way around the mandible. That's what it looks like to me. That's my opinion, but if you look at his jawline before and you look at his jawline now, it looks like there's still some swelling resulting from that, and maybe even a little irritation of the nerve that brings the lip down. That's called the DAO, and that muscle can be affected. The nerve that comes right under it is called the marginal mandibular nerve, and sometimes when we do surgery around the chin, it can irritate that nerve temporarily. So you'll see one side come down and the other side not. It looks like he has a real subtle change in the movement of his lower lip. So to me, it looks like he's had some jaw work. It could have been surgical for sure. His explanation may be true, but it looks like also the bulk of the jaw coming all the way across his chin to his jawline looks more like a full mandibular implant to me. That's a handsome guy, but I think that he has had some jaw work. It looks more like an implant. Whether that was metal plates or a jaw implant for aesthetics, it's hard to say, but it looks like he's clearly had some implant.
I think differently. I think odds are that he may have had a custom 3D printed jaw implant along with cheek implants. For me, I'm seeing too much change to just attribute it to a specific chin trauma, and I'm seeing bony changes that I think go beyond the effects of what a fat transfer can do. And because of how regular and symmetrical the increased volume is, I think it's more likely implants rather than a filler type material. I also see some signs of added lip filler. In 2022, at the age of 35, it's possible that Zac may have had some jawline filler. There is now a smoother transition from his chin to the body of the mandible. It's also possible, though, that he may have had a revision of that lower jaw implant. When you look at the gonial angles, they do appear less wide. So could this be a revision of his prior implants? Maybe.